Welcome guys, welcome to the next video which is on the empirical rule in statistics. It is also called 3 sigma rule, and it's also called 68%, 95% and 99.7% rule. Okay, so we apply this rule to a curve which is in normal distribution. You are looking at a figure there, see there is a curve. So normal distribution means, so this is your mean and the data is spread equally on the right as well as on the left side of the mean. Okay, so we apply this rule to the normal distribution curve or normal curve, which is also called as bell curve. Okay, so what does this rule say is 68% of data lies within one standard deviation of the mean. One standard deviation of the mean means, see, this is your mean and plus one standard deviation will bring you here, minus one standard deviation will bring you here, and this area will cover 68% of the data, and 95% of the data lies within two standard deviations of the mean. Okay, that means you have mean here, so when you add plus 2 into standard deviation, that comes here, and minus 2 standard deviation comes here, and this curve from year to year covers 95% of your data. Okay, and the three standard deviations is here, the three standard deviation is here from the arithmetic mean, that covers almost all the data. That's what is represented by this rule. This rule also says that 99%, 99.7% of data lies within three standard deviations of the mean. Okay, so we will try to understand more facts about this here. So what does this rule define? The empirical rule states that for a normal distribution, nearly all of the data will fall within standard deviation of the mean. This is also called as empirical rule, and that is divided into three parts as I explained. 68% of the data falls within first standard deviation from the mean. 95% data falls within two standard deviations of the mean, and 99.7% falls within three standard deviations of the mean. Okay, when we are applying this rule to the data set, okay, these conditions will be true. That is, as I explained that, so we say mu is arithmetic mean or mean plus or minus 1 sigma deviation, or 1 sigma is nothing but standard deviation. Okay, so 68% of data lies within this, 95% of data lies with mu plus, mu is nothing but mean plus or minus 2 standard deviation. 99.7% data lies within mu plus or minus 3 standard deviations. Sigma represents standard deviation. Okay, when do we use this empirical rule? So we use this for case of forecasting. So when we are not able to obtain the correct data, we use this for forecasting. The rule, what does this rule do? It gives a rough estimate of whatever your data collections might look like. Okay, next, the rule is generally applied to random variables and for normal distribution, and for normal distribution you should have a bell curve. Okay, thank you guys, you're all winners. Okay, so if you have any doubts you can ask me, or if you have any queries you can mail or um, message it on to me. So if you have liked this video you can give it a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed for my channel you can subscribe. All the best. Wait for my next video on statistics. Thank you.